Championship. It's official. Thanks, Ian. So Cardiff City champions of the Championship, and Hull City can also be promoted to the Premier League this afternoon.
Bit of drama on the way. We are passing a recent accident just outside Milton Keynes Station. Here we are at Milton Keynes Central, about 5 minutes to my train. I need to buy my ticket and then we can head off. Okay, we're still at Milton Keynes Central. It's 2 minutes to 3. I was supposed to get the 1 minute past 3 train to Bedford at Bletchley, but I missed my train at Milton Keynes Central, basically because I'm an idiot. I bought my ticket. It was tight, but I would have got the train fine. I got to the ticket barrier. I inserted the return part of the ticket rather than the initial, and oh, drama.
Service to South Croydon via Clapham Junction.
Drama.
Will now depart from platform 2A.
2A. Oh. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh. It's coming. Yeah, there it is. Drama.
So take some grandma's terrible bag of
Yeah, beautiful sunny day. I'll arrive in Bedford 45 minutes later, which is kind of later, but I was kind of planning on doing something stupid, which I now won't do. So here's my train. It'll be a while before it departs. There we go. I would just like to comment on the amazing first class area in this train. I will not be sitting there. I didn't quite finish explaining why I missed my train. After inserting the wrong part of the ticket barrier rejecting it, I looked at the ticket. I saw that it was from Bedford to Milton Keynes. I panicked. I thought I must have the wrong ticket. So I went back to the ticket desk. There was a queue. I then waited for the ticket man to confirm that I did have the right ticket. I was then rather embarrassed and went back through. Should be on the move any second. There we go. Just the one stop to Bletchley, then have to wait a while for connection to Bedford, because we missed the original one. Might just about be able to see the A5 road, all the way from London to Holyhead. Interesting fact about this Southern train, I believe that the Milton Keynes service is the only one in which Southern use overhead electrification. Only a small amount of their stock has the capability to do this.
The next station is
and it switches between Wembley Central and Shepherd's Bush.
Of 4.
It's quite slow while they switch over, so yay. This will also be the first time in many years I've actually set foot on the Bletchley platforms. I've never needed to go here before by train. Actually, I have been many years ago. It was my first ever train journey, Milton Keynes to Bletchley, but I don't remember it. I was about 2. I found the ticket the other day. My dad had kept it, so. Hello. Right. And now we arrive in Bletchley.
Ladies and gentlemen, any customers for stations to Bedford, please change here at Bletchley. Thank you.
Yeah, he advertises the change, but it's probably one of the worst changes available. Oh well. We'll stay and watch this train go. I'll try and show you the pantograph. Might be able to see it now. Goodbye, Southern. There it is. I've got about a 20-minute wait to Bletchley now, so I'm going for a little stroll, see the outside. It's a rather magnificent zebra crossing. It's very long, it's admirable. There's a 2-storey car park. You haven't got much luck if you're over 6'6". That might have been a good one for a previous edition of Street View Treasure Hunt. 6'6". Ooh, 6'2" in these bays. That's incredible. Bletchley car parking ticket prices. And the totem pole. Bletchley. How beautiful. I'm not quite sure what that is. Kind of oval belt. Yay, new words.
This train is formed of 4 coaches.
And we shall watch a Virgin Pendolino speeding past. And along the Midland Class 350, stopping. And another Virgin. Excellent. Yay. I'm not sure how many trains use this platform. Should we go in the lift? Let's go in the lift. Dun dun dun.
Doors opening. Lift going up.
Ooh. Footbridge.
Doors closing.
Scanner. They're watching me. I'm watching them too. Yay.
Footbridge. Doors opening.
Oh, wasn't that exciting?
Doors closing.
I need platform 6. This bit looks new. Huzzah! All of these awesome unstaffed stations. Now, you can see the monstrous concrete overpass. I believe once through services begin on the Oxford to Bedford section, they will need to build high level platforms on the overbridge to allow connections. So there could be more platforms at Bletchley yet. Let's have a look at platform 6. And here is my train arriving into the platform. Oh, a Virgin Voyager. There we go. Just a single carriage, class 153. I'm not sure there are many cities on the route though. Doors have just closed, we should be setting off any second. the diesel engine. Going past Bletchley Depot. I believe we're on a single track section now. And here we are, Fenny Stratford. I was here the other week, I took a few photos. This is the first time I've actually visited it by train. Looks like we have one person waiting to get on. We're now approaching Bow Brick Hill Station. This station features staggered platforms, so we'll sail past the westbound platform and we'll pull into the eastbound platform, the other side of the level crossing. You can already see a huge traffic jam building up because of this train. Hooray, our train has caused a traffic jam. I've got a sneaky little plan to alight here later. We appear to have 3 people waiting on the platform to board the train. I expect we're now just about to pull into Woburn Sands. Woburn Sands, I liked here for Woburn golf course. one passenger waiting to join the train. Approaching Aspley Guys. Aspley Guys. See the M1 motorway, junction 13, recently remodelled, big improvement. We are now approaching, after we've gone on the M1, Ridgemont Station. Ridgemont. There is someone joining us on the train. This is good. No one has yet alighted. Seems like we're all going to Bedford. Oh dear. Instead of just displaying class 153, the information screen is now showing the wrong stations, showing that we're going to Bletchley, we're going to Bedford. We are now approaching the village of Lidlington. You can see some Saturday football match going on. I've been reliably informed the score is 19-3. 19-3. This is also a staggered station with one platform on one side of the road, the other on the other. We do not have any passengers joining us on the train here. This is the second time this has happened after Aspley Guys. I was dozing for it. We just pulled into Millbrook. We've got a few passengers joining here. I would say about 3. I do not believe anyone has yet left the train. Probably all going to Bedford. How interesting. Because I missed coming in off film going out of the station this time. Mix it up a bit. I planned that. Here for Marston Vale Millennium Country Park. That's fascinating. Bye bye Millbrook. And just a couple of minutes later we are now approaching Stewartby by a big lake. Just about see it through the trees. Lovely sunny day. People appear to be going out for walks. Isn't that lovely? It's just lovely. Maybe a bit overcautious this time. Still not there. I'm a noob. There we go. Here we go, just past the platform on the other side, another staggered one. There we go, should be another level crossing, tons of them on this line. And we arrived to see no one on the platform. Nobody on the platform. Next up, we have Tangy's favourite, I repeat, Tangy's favourite, Kempston Hardwick. My original bonkers plan was to explore the delights of this station. I planned to get the train before this is what I was planning to do. I was planning to break my journey here, and see what all the fuss is about, but as it turns out I'm late, so I'm just gonna have to miss out on the pure delight of Kempston Hardwick, which we are now approaching. I will continue to film until we reach the platform, because I'm just so wonderful. Kempston Hardwick now arriving. I expect no one, I repeat, no one is here. Kempston Hardwick. I've still not seen anyone alight the train. We should soon be crossing under the Midland Main Line. There we go. Midland Main Line, people. Midland Main Line, on which London Midland do not operate. We are now approaching our penultimate stop, Bedford St John's. This is Bedford's original station. The line returns to single track. I believe we're just going over that junction now. I imagine that this station will become better used. I'm not sure what the plan is actually. But we do have people alighting the train here. We have people alighting at Bedford St John's. I believe these are our first alighters on the journey. Oh, we're rounding a tight bend and we can already see the station. The station is under the bridge, and I'm fairly sure this is where I will be resuming my journey on the return leg. I plan to walk here from Bedford Station via wherever I like and get a train home. There we go. now approaching our final destination, our final stop, Bedford. Bedford, not Bletchley. That was our first stop. That was our first stop. Connections here for Corby, Boot North, Sheffield area, and for services on the Thameslink route to Brighton, mostly. A few of them are actually southeastern joint services to places like Sevenoaks. Occasional ones also go oh, there's East Midlands train. Yay, diesel. Midland Main Line north of here is not electrified. Not electrified. Our final stop, Bedford. I imagine the whole train has been wanting to come to here. Diddy little London Midland one coach train. London Midland's only service to Bedford. We're saying goodbye, so we are stuck here for at least an hour. Goodbye London Midland. Class 153. Goodbye. And this is off to Brighton. Right, we've now arrived in Bedford. I can do anything, I can go anywhere. I've got no plan whatsoever. Let's see what's about. First we'll point the camera at Bedford station. They both begin with B, it's confusing. Here's the route map, First Capital Connect. Here's Bedford. Ooh. There are the southeastern joint services. And what I particularly like about this is the inclusion of the 3-letter station codes. I like that. Particular favourite, there it is, Farringdon ZFD. Just because it's got a Z on it. Ooh, I shall use a phone box, they are cool. Yay. I honestly don't remember the last time I used one. I can't imagine a situation where I'd ever need to use one again, so yeah, why don't they just kind of die? Oh! Appears like we have now arrived in London. We have a rail and tube map. Ooh, here's the journey we just did. All stops. Did the Southern to Bletchley. To Bedford. I walked to St John's. I'll go back to Bletchley. And then get whichever train back to MKC. Could be Southern. Won't be Virgin. It could be London Midland. There we go. Right. Left or right? Left or right? Left or right? Ooh, zebra crossing. I like them. Let's go over the zebra crossing. And then we'll turn right. Bus 40. Is that from MK? I don't know. Some of them are. Alright, if I see something interesting, I'll start filming again. All of a sudden, we seem to have confirmed our journey to London. We have arrived at Paddington. Hooray! Paddington. And also, another slightly interesting thing. This is Midland Road. Bedford Station was originally called Midland Road. Hence the station code BDM for Bedford Midland. A historical point that's still in use. Walking aimlessly around Bedford, I've discovered quite a cool fountain. I'm sure that if it was slightly hotter, it'd be very tempting to run into that, but I feel that I am not of a suitably high temperature. Ooh, it's gone down a bit. Interesting. I just found something quite cool. I might have missed it. Just found the River Great Ouse. If I were to jump into the river and swim that way, I would get back to Milton Keynes in a rather wet fashion. This is not the plan. I'm not going to do that. Swans, kids feeding swans, bridge. Judging by the sign on the bridge, this is a navigable river. With a 4-mile-an-hour speed limit, so quick progress is not necessarily an option. I'd imagine the incredibly slow train is significantly faster than trying to do it on a boat. I'm gonna walk across the bridge, see what's there, maybe walk back, find somewhere to eat. Preferably not a chain restaurant, I don't know. We'll see. Don't go that way. We are now approaching our first green space of the day. We are going to go through St Mary's Gardens. I didn't plan this, I didn't know it was here, but it is the first of our green spaces today. I can inform you that the speed limit on the river is still 4 miles an hour. Yeah. Too slow for my liking. Trees and stuff. Fantastic. Green space number 1. Right, we have an example of the circle of life. Here are alive ducks. Alive ducks, people. And over here we have dead duck. Dun 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 dun. I found some food. Chicken burger, chips and a garlic dip. How wonderful. I'm just about to walk to Bedford St John's and get the train home. I think it's 8 minutes past 6, I think. So we should make it in plenty of time. And I'll tell you where I'm alighting later in the video. Bye. Back at the river, I've just noticed the railway bridge, which I will not be passing back over, and in the distance the Midland Main Line. There we go. Right, better get a move on. My train's not that far away. We're now passing Bedford Hospital. That's not where I'm going. I'm walking quickly just to make absolutely certain I get the train, because I don't want to wait over an hour till the next one. I should be fine, but walking quickly won't harm. The sign, it says M. Keynes. Is that Marvin Keynes? Melvin Keynes? Martin Keynes? Mick Keynes? Matthew Keynes? Definitely not that one. That one sucks. Nearly at the station. Should be at, yay, St John's Station. This way. Join me on the last bit of my walk up the bridge. Station entrance should be on our left any second. Oh, it's over the other side of the bridge. Hang on, it is this bridge, right? Oh, it's a bit further. It's run! No Let's run! Training for tube challenges. Didn't do the park run this morning. Should be able to do it from this week on. So. Saturday running did not cease this week, guys. Yay! Here's a station. And there's no train, we should be fine. Station is managed by London Midland. The sign still refers to Bedford Midland Station and all of them to Bletchley. We'll go down the stairs. Oh, stairs are a bit wobbly. No disabled access at this station. And it appears like I'm the only one here. There we go. Bedford St John's, ready to go home. Tiny little halt.
Please do not leave cases or parcels unattended anywhere on the station.
Ooh.
Unattended articles are likely to be removed without warning. Thank you.
We have announcements. High tech. Ooh. Signal's changed. That must mean our trains are coming. We're going that way. Because we've been that way. Timetables, stuff. Alright. Bye until the train comes. Or is that the train coming now? I'll edit this bit out. Can you read that? It says mind the gap. Oh, there's another entrance. Ooh, let's have a look. Ooh. Alright, I've been a bit of a dingbat yet again. It's fine, but I ran to the station and the train was going the other way first. I read it wrong. So, yeah, about a 15-minute wait, so it's not too bad, but I got to film the train going the other way. I'll film it coming back in, and then we'll go home. Yay. Ah, my sneaky plan. Bow Brickhill. Never used the station before, never been here before. Why not? It's the way to Bletchley. Bow Brickhill. Watch the train depart. Train departing, stopping at Fenny Stratford and Bletchley. Fenny Stratford and Bletchley. Right, this is one of those stations with staggered platforms. Basically, the main reason is so that the cars don't have to wait while the train is in the platform but yet to cross the road. That does not happen. Therefore, less traffic jams, because they can get quite bad. Right, walking out of Bow Brickhill. We'll walk over the level crossing. Don't remember the last time I did this. Oop, step on the rail. This level crossing was recently involved in an incident. A truck or a lorry or something managed to crash into the barriers, so it was closed for repairs for a little while. I feel welcome, thank you. Have a sneak peek at platform 2. There we go. Now we're walking along one of Milton Keynes' better assets, the Redway cycle path. And here is the first of our magnificent roundabouts. This is Tilbrook Roundabout. The V10 is Brickhill Street, goes to Bow Brickhill, hence Brickhill Street. Isn't that clever? I'll show you something. Just down this way, or somewhere in that direction. Not entirely sure where. Be further along. Is I can see the building. You won't be able to. It's just behind there. It's the Red Bull F1 headquarters. So yeah, Milton Keynes, full of good stuff. Because Red Bull wins. Not that I care about F1, but yay, because it's Milton Keynes. Right, I'm going to cross the road. See these fantastic national speed limit grid roads. Virtually no delays. Walking towards the sun. It blinds. It blinds. I'm gonna stop filming. I'll film when we get somewhere interesting. Okay, bye. Ooh, this is interesting. There's a roundabout up ahead, but it's not on any of the grid roads. And I've never heard of it before, but it has a name. We shall approach the roundabout and see what its name is. I like roundabouts, this is exciting stuff. Watermill Roundabout. How ridiculous. Watermill Roundabout, there we go, a new one. To me anyway. And that's just bizarre. There's Kiddie Carew Day Nurseries. That's supposed to be childcare. Kiddie Carew. That's ridiculous. And I found a highly accurate sign. This is incredible. This is absolutely incredible, guys. The sign says duck. Sign says duck. Ducky sign. Ah. And there's the duck. There is the duck. How incredible is that? There's the duck. Sleeping, it seems. It's not dead. Not like that one earlier. Only Bedford has dead ducks. Ah, this is pretty. Never been here before. I'm on an amazing trek of discovery and joy. And we are now approaching Caldecott Lake. Caldecott Lake. I'm much more familiar with the north part of this lake. This is the south part, so again, an amazing trek of discovery. You might be able to see the windmill in the distance. That is a restaurant. Just behind that restaurant is a sailing club. I went to the primary school sailing club, which went there, and I sailed some laser pico boats. Very, very basic, but fun. And there is evidence of this as filmed by the BBC. I'm not aware there's any way you can watch it, so I'm safe to tell you that I was once on a TV program called Bamzuki, and my team's intro was featured sailing here. So yeah, this is the place that made me extraordinarily famous. Everyone's heard of me now. And if you're wondering, we lost. That was sad. Traumatic. Yeah, we're currently walking parallel to the railway line, that's just there. But there's another interesting thing about Caldecott Lake. It's a man-made lake, and when they were constructing the lake, they were digging. They found bones. They found, I think, an entire dinosaur. And I think it was previously undiscovered, so yay, archaeology. Not that I'm that interested in archaeology, but it's Milton Keynes, so yay. Caldecott Lake. Dinosaurs. Right. We are now going to deviate from our lake walk and go all the way over to the river. This is the River Ouzel. You heard me talking about the River Great Ouse earlier. I believe this is a tributary of the Great Ouse. Yeah, the Great Ouse runs along the northern edge of Milton Keynes. The Ousel runs north to south through it. Oh, and we have some ducks taking off. Yay. So yeah, the Ousel. I'm not sure there's anything particularly interesting about it though. Okay, this is the last video clip. I've enjoyed my walk. It's not been a long one. I'm about to be picked up. Yeah, I had a nice trip to Bedford. It was a class 153 both ways. The train going in the other direction was a class 150. So I could have been on both types if I'd have waited, but who really cares? Not me. It's all about the stations doing the line. It's not about the type of train. That's for train spotters. Maybe I'm in denial, but I'm a tube challenger really, and I like trains as well. Train lines and stations. And I do like train driver spotting though. That's a fun activity. Okay. Thanks for watching, if you have been, which is unlikely. Bye. I know I said that would be the last video, but you see that structure over there? I jumped off that. I was attached to a wire. But yeah, very fun. I jumped off. Woo!